So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I think Luke Shaw is a player who can really thrive here.
He's having a pop! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. It's a good look. Gets his head on it! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Ahmad. Looking to play him in. Hazard. Oh, shooting chance! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Robson! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Defending of the desperate variety. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Chance here to counter. Tries to pass it through. And the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Matheus Cunha. Tries to play it through. It's Hazard! And a neat finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Robertson making good progress. Robson. And this is Van Basten. Van Basten! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 3 coming up. Nicely weighted ball. Has to go back here. And it's Yaya Toure. Tries one from range! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he's certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess. Worth a try.
Good read, needed to be. Bruno Fernandes. Now, can they get him away? It's Hazard! Oh, the ball's in he goes again. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 4 coming up here. That's a decent clearance. Shoots! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Ahmad. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And no, that was never going to make it. Menu. Now Diallo. Bellingham can see things, others simply cannot. 15 minutes till half-time. And here's Hazard. Hazard! And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Liverpool find a position of real strength now. Dembele! And the keeper read that really well.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Played out towards the right wing. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It's Van Basten! Van Basten! What a goal! What a player! A finish right from the top drawer. They are purring, truly purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all...
Oh, great chance! Diallo plays it short. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. It's played through for him. Robson. Chance, surely! And that's a tiny finish. It had to come. It just had to come. He had to have his say.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Liverpool are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Robson. Belly.
3 minutes added time.
Now Costa Curta. And it's Bellingham. Yaya Toure, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. And Robertson. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
And a quick reminder
Well,
today,
for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Liverpool are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
So let's get the ball rolling. Bruno Fernandes. He's on it, can he get away? Zixi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Xerxes. Liverpool can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Mount. Mazraoui. Now Diallo. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Chooses to go crossfield. Menu. Robson. And it's Shaw. That's destined for the flank. Shaw. Here's Mathias Cunha. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Stood up well to him there. Knocks it into space. And this is Van Basten. Van Basten! And that's a good finish. And look at his joy. Is this not why we love the game?
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
After 57 minutes is...
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Liverpool clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
It's Van Basten! Goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
After 60 minutes is...
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
To be expected, Peter. They've...
Oh, it's come off the upright. Lovely pass, but can he get... It's Van Basten! They're up to 5 corners now. Cleared away. Azar being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent.
Shot a goal! Oh, he's done it!
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner. I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. And here's Van Basten. He's having a hit! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Bellingham probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Substitution in progress.
Looking for options for movement. And this is Dembele. And he shoots! And that's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
5 minutes is number 15, Ousmane Dembélé.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Cunha finding himself in space. Delivers with whip. Manchester United have opted to make another change here. Burmo coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Costa Curta, who played through for the wide man. That has not gone well. And here's Van Basten. Robson! No, that's just wide.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Menu. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Mount. Robson did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And this is it's Van Basten! It's a goal! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
How many? Just how many?
Marco Van Basten. Marco Van Basten.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
5 minutes left on the clock. Dembele. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Menu. Well, that is one way to stop him. Great vision. Dembele. Oh, that was vital. And the finish! And he's spooned it over the bar.
Liverpool are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Matheus Cunha. And it's Bruno Fernandes. It's a really well-measured ball. Robertson gets a foot in here. Looking for the run. He can run onto that. Matheus Cunha to Bruno Fernandes. Good effort from distance. Diogo Dalot. And that will be the final act. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Van Basten, totally unstoppable today. Everything he touched turned to goals. The end of the game. Reflections?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Nicely aimed pass. It's a pretty loose pass. Yaya Toure. Rijkaard. And here's Dembele. Alexander-Arnold receives it in a wide position. Drogba herring after the ball here. Thuram. Messi. Vieira. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. Now it's Mbappe. Robertson. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mackay. Where it came from. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Pirlo, now looking to orchestrate a counter, and he cuts out the supply.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Now who's going to... Chance to shoot! Pirlo can see things others simply cannot. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And it's Pirlo. Oh, it's Dembele. Tries to pass it through. Good ball over the top. Donnarumma claims comfortably. Thuram. Messi. Thuram. Here's Vieira. This looks promising. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Pull it. Rijkaard does well not to be outdone there. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. Oh, fake. Goes for goal! Drogba. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Bellingham. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham is in a really good position out wide. And this is Drogba. Can he finish? Messi, nicely shaped ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. Gullit was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's a throw. Oh, outsmarting him this time. Now it's Drogba. Now it's Mackay. That is a great pick out. Messi tries to play it through. And this is Messi. Chance for a shot! It's in!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Aimed beyond the defence. Robertson, played in by... Oh, good climb! And that was very necessary. shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Mbappe clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
And here's Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Neymar. Mackay, he's found a way through. Goes down, but nothing given. And it's half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Those of you making
Liverpool
their way home
currently
on public
behind
transportation
by
today,
1-0 at the break.
train departure times from all local
Yeah, you don't get any
major
points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Away we go again.
Liverpool really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now this could be a chance. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Great chance! And no mistake. A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured.
Tries a shot! And it's there! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully... Shot, surely! And it's been hooked away. Now, can they get him away? He's shifting through the gears here. Mackay unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Mackay receives it in a good position here. They're urging him to shoot. And he's hit it long. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. Spread out to the left.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Mbappe! Vieira. Now it's Mackay. Pirlo. Robertson. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Pull it. Good ball, good take. Drogba. And it's Robertson. Shot a goal! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Pirlo. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Dembele. Neymar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. He's onside. He's picked his way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Hullet. Bellingham. Good-looking ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Yaya Toure. Can he get onto this? And he's intervened well there. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, there's a probing ball. Rijkaard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Knocks it out wide. Cross from Robertson. That's a decent clearance. Now it's Mackay. And it's been given away. Neymar is flagged offside. And it's Bellingham. Oh, it's Dembele. That has not gone well. And here's Drogba.
There will be 1 minute
Yaya
added
Toure.
time.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he gets rid in a hurry. That's that, the end. Liverpool have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Edwin van der Sar, such a calm, composed keeper.
He is one of the first sweeper keepers, Peter, because his feet are almost as good as his hands.
And here's Dembele. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And this is Drogba. Alexander-Arnold has it out wide and in space. There's the shot! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So, a breakthrough already. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Pirlo with the foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Barcelona already a man down in these early stages. That has left the boss thinking about what harm it has done to their chances.
Well, his thinking may have been about making his presence felt, but not the wisest of decisions.
Oh, it's Dembele. Lovely bit of skill. He's got away. That has been knocked clear. Vieira. And it's Bellingham. Yaya Toure. That's a lovely pass. Plays it in. Goes for a shot! It's hit the crossbar. Pepe clears it away. Well read, nice interception. Bellingham. Looking to play him in. Oh, good spread. The ball goes in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Liverpool leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Thuram is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Drogba, it's Drogba! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, what a mistake! He's picked his way through. Dembele's cross, and he was alert to it. Cannavaro pokes it out wide. He is through here.
That's good play from him.
Aims beyond the defence. Rummenigge! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Barcelona are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have.
And Messi! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And this is Messi. No way through, so back it... Can he finish? No, just not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Mateus. And it's Messi. Rijkaard. Mbappe has created one goal already. Knocks it into space. Good read, needed to be. Messi. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Yaya Toure, given the lift of his goal. Robertson, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And there's green grass ahead of him. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Yaya Toure. Now, can they get him away? Crosses it in. And it's hoisted clear. Robertson has the space to... Towering header! And that's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible, and the finish unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Liverpool are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Looking for the run. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the referee has blown for half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Major stations.
Liverpool sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. So the action resumes. Yaya Toure. Robertson. Yaya Toure, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Good ball, good take. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Oh, given a great chance! Mateus. And Azar. And he's had it nicked away. Mbappe! Oh, it's come off the upright. Vieira. Ferdinand. And it's Bellingham. And here's shapes to shoot! Yes! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Pepe. Ferdinand. Not the most convincing of passes. Azar. Mateus. Messi. Mateus, pass somewhat off target. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Yaya Toure, Drogba. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And he shoots! Great football, shot and save.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And this is Hazard. Bellingham. Rijkaard. Can he get it through? Drogba. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, he's having a go!
Substitution on the field.
Well,
Number
height
20,
could make all the difference
Didier
on these
Drogba.
set pieces.
Number 11.
He's there to head it!
Number 15.
And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Number 10. Van Basten. Number 14.
Oh no, this does not look good.
Number 6. Yamal. Substitution in progress.
Liverpool are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Yamal. Looking for options for move. And the shot! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Look at the and the finish! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Now it's Hullet. That looks a good ball through.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Yamal in towards the back stick. Thuram clears it away. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. Vieira. And it's Lampard. Now Cruyff. Rummenigge. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Yaya Toure, and he welcomes it in. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Hullet. And that is a little undercooked.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Rummenigge. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Tries to play it through. Cannavaro, don't. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Liverpool really have hit the heights, a tour de force that has left their opponents reeling, and that is what... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Well, there are plenty who consider Marco van Basten to be the very epitome of excellence, and it's hard to argue with that, Jim, isn't it?
Certainly is. Everything he did was pretty much perfect. His positioning, his movement with and without the ball, the ability to receive it and turn away from defenders. And don't get me started about his finishing.
For sure, a name to strike fear into the hearts of goalkeepers everywhere. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Pato. Van Basten gets flagged offside. Pinches it off him. Yaya Toure. And here's Bellingham. Cafu. That's Vieira. Van Basten. And it's Guardiola. Now it's Seedorf. That's Maldini. Guardiola. And here's Pato. Just eases him off the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Pato. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
They've played it short. Swings in across. Oh, great leap! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Can he get it through? Now it's Seedorf. He's trying to hit the front line here. And he's intervened well there. Well timed, excellent interception. Guardiola. Now it's Van Basten. And he's quick to return. It's Van Basten! Denied by an instinctive save.
Van Basten clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, that was vital. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Dembele. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Schneider can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, can he get onto this?
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, that has not gone well. Liverpool are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type.
Dundee are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way through zone.
Now it's Schneider. Cafu. Now, can they get him away? And he's cut it out.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Dembele. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Searching pass he's played there. Vieira. Now it's Van Basten. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Crosses it in here. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Yaya Toure, he's going for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Liverpool have their second corner now. Keeper's dealt with that. And it's Bellingham. And that's been drilled in, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And here's the chance to counter. It's a really well-measured ball. Schneider picks it up out wide. He's rising! And the ball's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. So, third corner of the game. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. Stood up well to him there. Schneider. Cafu. Oh, it's Seedorf. Pato. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Alexander-Arnold. Threads one in. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And here's Bellingham. Seedorf. Oh, well measured. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
And this is a quick reminder
so neither side yet off the mark.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition, something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Substitutions taking place.
So, into the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Lovely pass, but can... Drogba! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's been shifted off it. Dundee have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter.
Goes for a shot! Guardiola is always scanning the pitch for targets. And he was alert to it. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Bale. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though.
It's Drogba!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully. That's alert and sharp, and very well played.
And it's Ibrahimovic, Cafu. And he's managed to get free. That's going across goal. It's a pretty loose pass. Guardiola. Oh, super ball. Bale! Oh, denied brilliantly.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So their fourth corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Oh, it's Seedorf. Shot a goal! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Mbappe! Schneider has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. That is a great pick out. Plenty of action at either end, just nothing to show for it.
Well, from an entertainment viewpoint, it's not the scoreline we would have wanted at this stage, although I'm not complaining about the commitment being shown. We've seen plenty of goalmouth action.
Not the most accurate pass.
Substitution.
Bale, who is rarely short on confidence. That has ended up in no man's land. That is good alertness. Pull it. Rijkaard. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Del Piero. He's having a shot! And there's a goal! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Nice control. Cannavaro does well not to be outdone there. And this is Drogba. Yaya Toure. He's found a way through. Oh, well played.
Liverpool really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Del Piero. Maldini. Cross from Maldini.
Bale really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, that's a fine interception. And here's Mbappe. Here's a chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Bellingham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Liverpool really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
He came in hard, very hard. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Nicely weighted ball. And back to the keeper. Check. A keeper with complete command over his defence. So that's it. It is all over. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Hello attendees, this is
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, it wasn't a great game, Peter, not by any stretch. Both sides looked pretty laboured in the first half. A slight improvement in the second, I must admit, but just one significant moment. That's what it's all about.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was. Oh, how that cross...
Oh, great leap! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Bellingham. Bale.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's found a way past. Mbappe. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no...
Impressive! Crossbar comes to the rescue, and it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Hazard at his razor-sharp best there. Dembele! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Dembele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Change of plan here, perhaps.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
And he's picked it up out wide. Played in by Rock. Oh, good effort! He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Bale, who is rarely short on confidence. And it's Mendes. Mohamed Salah, and that is expertly dealt with. And that is a little undercooked. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Liverpool really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Vitinha. Good running, strong and purposeful. Great ball if he can get there. Dembele going after that. Yaya Toure. Bellingham over to the right flank. And it's Van Dijk. It's a throw-in. Chooses to go cross-field. Maldini makes the interception. Rijkaard. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Nicely weighted ball. Mendes has the space to scheme. And he whips it in, and he was alert to it. Played out towards the right wing. It's a promising position. That's a little off target. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. It's Salah! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Liverpool are looking to go forward now. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the through ball. Decent shot! In he goes again. It's in. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Rijkaard kept aware. Oh, what has happened here? Bale! And here's Vitinha. Van Dijk. And there's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bale. Toure has got himself a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Rijkaard. Distributed tidily. Now there's a fine ball. There's the shot! No way through there.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this? Van der Sar trying to keep this in. Alexander-Arnold. Can he spark a counter here? That's it, 45 minutes up. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Report to the staff room immediately.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And we get things going again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do...
Oh, shooting chance! And it's there! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. There was to be only one outcome.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Now it's Bale. He might be in here! Mohamed Salah! Oh, off the bar! Bellingham. It's a pretty loose pass. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Yaya Toure. No, again there's no way through. And he's managed to get free. Great vision. Mbappe finding himself in space.
Is that the first time we've seen him try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And here's Dembele. Bellingham. Real chance! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Getting up there! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And now a sudden chance to counter.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now that looks a decent ball. And he shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And this is Mohamed Salah. Liverpool needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little...
Takes a shot! It's a goal! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Vitinha is the team's great visionary. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi, and this is... And the finish! And it's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Botafogo are having a ball here.
To be expected.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Delivery from Mbappe. Vitinha.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, just skips past his man. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Bale. Rijkaard. Now, can they get him away? Space for him to turn and look. Keeper's dealt with that. Corner given. Liverpool have their third corner. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Knocks it out wide. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That could spell trouble. And they can counter here. And it's Messi. Bale. It's come to nothing.
Liverpool really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Messi. Vitinha. And that pass just didn't quite work. Dembele chasing after it. Yaya Toure. Nuno Mendes. And he is dashing away. It's
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
He's had a shot! 2 minutes to be added on. Salah. Mbappe. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Liverpool have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
To draw your attention to the screen right now.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.